2017, my 8th grade year, the hardest year of my life. I was in pain, suffering from crippling anxiety and depression. I couldn't leave my house. I could feel myself slipping away. I didn't go to school for months. During this time at home, I found things that make me happy at home. The thing I found to be most helpful, besides my family during this time, was my dog, Charlie. He showed me so much love and care when he knew I needed it most. Whether he licked the tears off of my face or laid all 90 pounds of love on me every time I found myself curled up on the floor. He was there no matter what. I have always called Charlie my unofficial emotional support dog. So when I started thinking about what I wanted to do for this project, I knew I wanted to look how dogs are used for comfort outside personal pets. I thought to myself about where dogs are used to provide comfort. I thought about it, and police departments. Police departments use comfort dogs to support the officers in departments to cope with trauma they potentially endure, help members of the community who are in a mental health crisis or victims of violence or abuse. I had the pleasure of talking with and working with Officer Justin Breton and his dog Patch from the Manchester Police Department. So what exactly is a comfort dog? Comfort dogs are specifically trained to not only provide comfort, but also be stable in unusual experiences such as riding in cruisers, large yelling crowds, and tense situations. These comfort dogs have therapeutic role and can de-escalate stressful situations while providing unconditional love and support to people on some of their hardest days, says Hero Pups Incorporated. The unfortunate part of the job is a comfort dog is why he's needed. 12 million adults have PTSD in a year. 463,634 people, 12 and up, are victims of rape and sexual assault each year. 40% of children have been victims of two or more violent crimes in their lives in the US. Fortunately enough, we have resources to deal with these circumstances, such as Patch. As you can see here, this is Patch, and he is 2 years old, and his occupation is a comfort dog. His favorite things are table scraps, chin rubs, naps, people, and did I mention table scraps that he's not supposed to have? His least favorite things are hand sanitizer, it has a bitter taste, and people who don't love on him. Patch's jobs. Patch's jobs are to 1, care for the officers and bring joy to the station. Come here, Patch. Good boy. 2, crisis response. He's on the crisis response team of the Manchester Police Department. They respond to victims of violent crimes and people who are in mental health crisis, etc., and community outreach. He goes to schools and events in the community to build a good relationship with the police department and the community. So you may be wondering what made Patch qualified for this job. The answer is he was born into the job. A corporation called Hero Pups rescued him and started training him very early in his life. He was placed with Justin through the volunteers and staff at Hero Pups. Hero Pups was started as a nonprofit corporation to train dogs for veterans who came back from active duty with service-related psychological conditions. The nonprofit foundation expanded to comfort dogs and first responders as time went on, and they also do fundraising and work with first responders. I said that. After further research into what Hero Pups does, I looked into what I could do to support their foundation. They are always in need of blankets and towels for the puppies, so I made 4 red, white, and blue fleece blankets with paw prints because I found it to be fitting for hero pups. The next phase of my project was for Patch to come to visit BHS for the grand finale of my project. The missions for his trip were to visit the preschool that is in place for students with special needs, and I thought that bringing Patch in would make them super happy and comfortable and calm. And 2, make someone's day brighter, and 3, bring smiles to everyone's faces. Come here, Patch. The visit went 1,000 times better than I could have hoped for. The preschoolers love it. They all pet him and got a junior officer badge, which they loved and thought they were real police officers. We visited the school counseling office where everyone had a smile on their faces when petting Patch, and we walked all around the school, stopping every 5 feet because everyone wanted to pet him. And it was just overall a great experience, and thank you for coming. My final thoughts. I have learned that I'm definitely not the only person who is deeply affected by animals, and dogs specifically. And dogs are incredible creatures that bring tons of joy to many people in all different settings. It is amazing that police departments are using dogs in such an influential way to put mental health as a priority for both citizens and officers. I would like to thank Officer Justin Breton and Patch for being so amazing and helpful through this project. I couldn't have done it without you two. The preschool teachers, Miss Sam, Miss Maggie, and Miss Murphy for letting me bring Patch in. And thank you to my friends and family for all their support and love. Thank you for listening, and feel free to come say hi to Patch after. Any questions?
How did Justin get picked to work with Patch?
He got picked to work with Patch just based on temperament and just based on what their needs. There's a whole litter, and even his sister is the comfort dog at Merrimack College, actually. So the whole litter was going to be bred as long as they were had the right temperament to be a comfort dog. So that's what they were rescued for. Rachel.
Is it only like black labs for comfort dogs, or is it?
Not really. I don't know if we go back. There's a few labs do make like really great comfort dogs just because of their temperament and personalities typically. But there are all kinds of rescues. There's not pictures of them up here, but there are rescues and mixes and all kinds of dogs that can be comfort animals. So yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, honey.
I'm all set.
I got you.